Hey everybody, this is Eli Freestone, and you're watching my Project 1 review video for Mobile Development Frameworks 2, Term 1311. On the left-hand side, I have the iPhone Retina 4-inch simulator running, and then on the right would be my iPad being displayed via Air Server. Because it can take some time to pull the Twitter feed and then parse it, I've actually already ran the application on my iPad just to help speed things up with the video here. For this project, I'm pulling my Twitter feed, and I'm currently only grabbing the 8 most recent tweets. I then parse that JSON file and then display in the table view. We have the tweet text, as well as a reformatted date and a small profile picture from my Twitter feed. And then if you tap on any of the table views, it takes you to a detail view, which still has the full tweet text, the reformatted date, and then I also add my screen name, which is E_Freestone, and then a larger version of my profile picture. Clicking the Twitter feed in the top left there will take you back. We'll go ahead and just click on some others. Now this one is actually a good example. I also am including retweets. This is something that somebody else tweeted, and because it adds the RT and then their screen name, the dot 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 at the end of it is because that's all that the Twitter feed gave me. Because of their, I think it's 120 characters or whatever, their limit. But anyways, so at the bottom we have a profile button, a toolbar, which takes you to a profile page that has my full name, screen name, my description, location, followers, how many people I'm following, and the number of tweets I've posted. All right, so let's go ahead and also show that the plus button will bring you up the SLC compose view, but I'm actually going to do the demo of that on the iPhone just because it's a bit faster when it comes to loading and parsing. So I'll post from the iPhone as well as do the refresh from the iPhone. It is fully functional in both. The iPhone simulator is just a bit faster than my iPad is. I'm not sure if it's the way I'm parsing things or if it's my Wi-Fi. But either or, it does take some time, unfortunately. But yeah, once this gets popped up here, or actually, why don't we just go ahead and while that's loading, I'll just tap iPad to the end of my Twitter post from the iPad. The default text is posted from MDF2 1311 Project 1. So yeah, I'll add iPad to it, and then I'll refresh the iPhone, and we'll see the new tweet pop up. The alert view does pop up both when it's initially loading as well as when you refresh it. It does give you the option to click OK to dismiss it, or it dismisses itself once the load is finished. Just to kind of show you the difference in speed, we'll just refresh the iPad too. But yeah, there wasn't any major issues with the project itself. I did have to do some tinkering. I'm still getting used to storyboards for one, and also there's a lot of info to really dig through once you get to the JSON file. So I did have to, there was a significant amount of time getting everything figured out. And then we have the new post up top. One thing I wanted to point out about storyboards, though, that I just actually figured out how I can fix, and that would actually be this toolbar with the profile button on it. Because these are table view controllers, not a regular UI view controller with a table view embedded in it, it will not let me pin that toolbar to the bottom of the view. It will only let me pin it to the bottom of the prototype cells. So that's definitely something I think I could have done better. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and pop over to the code and just do a really quick run through here. So here we have a single function that pulls my Twitter feed and does all the account type as well as the request. This, I think I can actually break into a couple of different functions or methods just so I can, for instance, for the refresh, I don't think I need to redo all of the stuff up here when you're doing the initial request. I think I can actually break some of this out into its own method to speed up the refresh a bit. So anyways, we're going to, and then we scroll on down here, we're posting to or displaying to the table views, and then to get to the detail view or the profile view, I'm actually using the prepare for segue method that's built in. It took me a little bit of time to really figure this one out, but I'm actually passing all the items as strings over to the other view, and then the other view itself actually is what displays it. So we have it here displaying. There is something else that I think I could have done better, and that's with reformatting the date. I'm actually doing it twice. We have it here, and then we also have it up here. Where is it? Right here. I did actually try and build this into my own custom method and try and call it, but it gave me some weird results. I would have a different date when I went over to the detail view compared to what the date was on the table view. So I did have to kind of abandon that. I also worked on trying to add in some sort of a progress bar. I originally planned on putting an activity indicator inside the UI alert view. I have actually done that before, although not in storyboards. Unfortunately, you can no longer add a subview to a UI alert view with the new iOS 7 SDK. So I was working on a progress bar, but unfortunately I couldn't get it to actually update. I could get it to appear when it was when the load started or disappear when it finished, but the bar on the inside of it never actually moved. So it's currently all commented out at the moment. But yeah, so I guess that's about it. This has been Eli Freestone, Project 1 for MDF2 1311. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.